But come on down to Caroline's, man, the 27th, 28th of August, man. If you want to be on a film, man, the film is going to be dynamite. You got my man Mark Beckett from Beckett Entertainment that does the production for the TV show, man. It's going to be sick. 4 cameras.
So this is going to be a taping for your show, brother?
It's going to, no, we're going to actually trying to get it in the stores, too. It's going to be for the TV show, but we're going to have available for everybody. So it's going to be bananas. We got 4 different angles that we're going to be taping backstage before we get inside. So if you want to be a part of it, you better come on down to Caroline's.
Give them the address again.
Broadway. Caroline's,
I mean,
New York,
we got
man.
people around the world that don't know what Caroline's is.
Caroline's, go Google Caroline's, man. That's the biggest thing. I didn't even know how old and popular that place was on Broadway, man.
That's the Apollo. That's what the Apollo is to our black stars. That's what it is to comedians and brothers and sisters, people who are in that entertainment field.
Yeah, I didn't even know it was like that.
Yeah.
Tommy, you gonna put it down. If you never seen him perform since then.
And for the people out there who don't know that the brother Tommy Davidson is also dealing with consciousness, can you enlighten them?
Yeah, just go to SAABIR Bay or punch in Tommy Davidson. You'll see the interview with Tommy Davidson and I myself, man. It's going to be bananas, man. So August the 27th, 28th, if you want to get on the film, man, you got to come down and check us out. You're going to see, he might throw Kings County on the next day. You might have your clothes on the next day.
What you mean the next day? He's wearing it that day.
Oh, he could wear it that day.
Come on, man. You got to arrange that. We got to have Tommy.
That's what I said, though, y'all.
Something powerful on, big.
Yeah, man. He's going to rep, man. So Kings County clothing, we're going to have a bunch of people coming through there, man. So don't forget the 27th, 28th. Y'all got to come out. Like I said, go to YouTube, check out the piece with him and myself, dropping it on the Moors. We're going to get into that some more, too. So I'm telling you, stay tuned.
All right.
Peace.
We should have a Tommy Davidson lecture afterwards.
Oh, wow, that would be hot, wouldn't it? You know, I might talk to him about that.
Let him drop some knowledge.
I might talk to him about that, man. Well,
No
we're going to
doubt.
be backstage dropping it anyway. So we're going, like I said, we got 4 cameras coming in.
Okay.
So it's going to be bananas. You know, one camera's going to be in the back. We're going to have cameras in the
Bro,
front.
we proud of you over here at Know the Ledge TV, brother, for what you're doing. You paving that road. You killing it on the media tip. And you know what I mean? I'm just telling you to keep it going. Keep on the good, you know what I mean? Keep up the good work. The people, the streets is watching. People are paying attention, brother. All right?
Give thanks.
No
Know the
doubt.
Ledge TV.
You already
Stay
know.
tuned.
All right. Islam.
Peace and love. It's always good to see you, brother.
No doubt.
See you on the street, you're doing your thing.
Same thing here, Sister Roz. It's always a pleasure to see you.
You're a communication person, right?
Of course.
That's what it is in this electrifying age of information. It's important to know, I'm Professor Mariah Bay of Moorish Heritage and History class and RB Bay Publications, and we're having at the National Theater on 25th and 5th a 6-week course, blowout course on how to effectuate inside court, what writs to write, also constitutional review of the Constitution. And the reason, even though we've been doing this for years, in fact, it'll be the 3rd year that we're here, and of course, you know, Brother Todd has been doing it for a while, the consciousness is raising, and people are constantly emailing and trying to understand how do I deal in the courtroom. It's not a game, never was a game. What it is that they've always been sort of sticking us with a knife, as I would explain it. But now that knife is not hidden, so we know exactly where it is. And many people want to, they want to make a difference. They want to know how to go into these courtrooms, which are not, they do not have judicial power at all, authority at all, and they're ministerial. You have courts, these courts that don't even, they're not even allowed to take testimony from agencies. They're not even allowed to do that. So what happens is people want to effectuate making those, you know, making that transition to knowing how to do in the courtroom. So Taj is going to basically set up the class for 6 weeks straight. Everybody's going to be involved in it though, so we hope everybody comes through. So
Definitely.
We can get.
And when is that starting again?
Next week.
Give me the date.
Next week is the August the 19th.
Okay.
Is that right? Today's the 12th. Every Wednesday, we're here every Wednesday.
For my YouTube family who happen to live in different states and would be interested in obtaining this information, this pertinent information how would they be able to reach that? How would they be able to get that from you?
Oh, I love this part. RVBayPublications.com. We have a weekly calendar, which is what this is. Publications with an S, plural.com. RVBayPublications.com. We have a weekly calendar and we have a calendar of events, which means anything outside of being here every week, which includes where we're in Philadelphia every other week.
Okay.
Everything is on there. We got free stuff on there to download.
Would they be able to get the course weekly by ordering it, downloading it, or you sell it as a package, the whole 6-week course?
You mean after it's recorded?
Yes, ma'am.
After it's recorded, that's a good question. What are we planning to do? That's a good idea. We didn't think about that. It will be available because we are going to record it, and then we're going to probably edit it. Put in our information about other stuff. And what'd you say? I couldn't hear you. What'd you say?
Yes, we're doing it.
Yeah, because we got all the programs for that. Because it is going to be a 6-week straight course. Now, we've been saying this stuff for years, but we're concentrating on it, we're focusing on it. So either you'll be here, if you can't be here, like you said. I have created something that I personally call a Trinity chart, because doing a chart is infinite. You can go on and on with all types, so many different readings. It is the ologies of the ologies. Psychology, the sociology, the anatomy, everything is on there, right? So I do a Trinity chart. I actually just was able to effectuate it by putting it on the website. If you want a Trinity chart, you can actually, order it from there. Because what I do is I look at the wheel, and then what I see in the wheel, I handwrite, and I also include another, thank you, brother, mapping your soul's location, which is where you were before, that I got when I went to purchase a booklet, and I liked it. It's a very short reading, like 4 or 5 pages, and it's spiritually done, so I include it in my Trinity chart.
Okay.
And I give you a reading. I tell you where your planets are in terms of the aspects. Like, aspects is the higher and lower self. Where are the planets in proximity to each other, which is the geometry of it all, and how do they affect each other? I will give you a chart that tells you where they are, but I'm not doing an aspects reading chart. That you can get later, but at least you'll know my Mars trines, my Neptune, or whatever the case may be. So, and I have a couple books too on it.
Well, you have a lot of books. You have a library of literature. That the people might not be familiar with. Is that available on the website also?
Yes.
Okay,
That's
beautiful.
One of the purposes of the website was to share information, and also for the product that we do have, which are books. They are on the website. You will find that they are throughout some of the pages that are the subject matter regarding the book, and you go straight to the publications page, and then it breaks it down. Astrology, civics, active civics, ancient dispensations, Moorish science, Moorish Holy Temple, or Moorish Divine National Movement, teaching tools. It's all broken down, so you can go right there and get it.
Excellent.
Yeah.
All right, Sister Roz, do you want to leave the YouTube with anything?
Peace and love from above to all.
No doubt.
All right. That's just failed.
Say that real.
And the pit comes up, and he's gonna show off because he's thoroughbred. He got all the shots. I'm gonna give a good deal on him, right? And he comes up, come on, Pit, show your thing, man. Pit comes up, goes meow. In law, honestly, in law that would be listed as colored. And as you know, our people even think colored is an identity of Africans.
Yeah, they just celebrated their 100th anniversary.
People of color, they don't know it's a status. And so the deal with this, it's kind of hard to argue with them because they're emotional about it. So we have to try to get this information to the youth, and because they're less contaminated. And that's where the nation is going to be built, because it must be built on truth. You cannot, in other words, like this, we cannot keep sticking a finger in the European's face for the dirt that he did while we don't clean up that doo-doo that we standing in while we looking over the fence.
Yes, absolutely.
We can't keep going into African history with a self-righteousness that we didn't do anything. and that we're doing all this good, great God stuff,